What do you do when you're attacked and it looks like all hell is breaking loose? Well, let's find some encouragement from David. Here's a situation in his life where he was attacked, and he was in this kind of situation where it looks like everything that could go wrong did go wrong. He returned back home at their town where David was staying at the time, called Ziklag. And in 1 Samuel 31, it says, 3 days later, when David and his men arrived at their town of Ziklag, they found that the Amalekites had made a raid into the Negev and Ziklag. They had crushed Ziklag and burned it to the ground. Okay, he gets home and found his town burned to the ground. Verse 2 says, they had carried off the women and children and everyone else, but without killing anyone. When David and his men saw the ruins and realized what had happened to their families, they wept until they could weep no more. David's two wives, Ahinoam from Jezreel and Abigail, the widow of Nabal from Carmel, were among those captured. Now, verse 6, it says, David was now in great danger. Now, not only was his wives taken and the town burned down, but now it says David was in great danger because all his men were very bitter about losing their sons and daughters. And they began to talk of stoning him. All right. Not only did he lose his wife and his wives got carried off, his town burned down. Now people are talking about killing him. But watch what David did. It says, but David found strength. He found strength. Sometimes you have to find some strength, and that's your responsibility. Be strong in the Lord, Ephesians 6:10 says, and in the power of his might. Find some strength. You have strength on the inside of you. God has not given you a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. The King James says David encouraged himself. That puts another spin on it. David, he strengthened himself. Another translation says he encouraged himself. Sometimes you have to encourage yourself. When there's nobody around to encourage yourself in the Lord. Strengthen yourself and be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might, and encourage yourself. Say to yourself things like, you can make it. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I'm a world overcomer. I cannot be defeated. I'm not a loser, I'm a winner. I'm not the tail, I'm the head. I'm not beneath, I'm above only. If God is for me, who can be against me? I will overcome it. I am well able to overcome this situation. That's what you have to do. Encourage yourself. Okay? If you're in a situation where it looks impossible, encourage yourself. Strengthen yourself in the Lord.